Hey everyone, this is Rob,
Hey, Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. Alright, so this week up on the holiday stocking
It.
a little bit of a stretch, but
Nah.
so this week we have, of course, as always, our account updates. So we'll be telling you about what's been going on our GIMs as well as our mains, if anything, and also some videos that we've come out with recently. And then we'll be going straight into the stuff for this week. There is a ton of stuff that they released this week, including...
We're going to cut our account stuff like very, very short, probably.
Yeah, or this is just going to be a really long episode.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sure you'll definitely be able to see just by looking at how long the episode is, what we decided to do. But either way, there's going to be a ton of stuff. There's going to be stuff from last week, including changes to the death pile mechanics for UIMs, the Android beta recap and closing. And also, they surprisingly came out with another Gilner Gazette, so
yeah,
they actually are sticking to it so far this year.
For now.
Yeah, so far. Yeah, for now. And then, of course, there is the update this week, and that is going to be for the Christmas event.
Woo!
So, merry holidays to everyone that celebrates them. And hopefully you have a good time with your family if you're spending with it, or just a good time either way.
Yeah, friends, yourself, whatever.
Yeah, doesn't matter. And so, of course, as always, though, before we get into any of that, Michelle, how's it going?
Really very well. Really very.
Really very.
Really
right.
very.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Okay, so I've been doing a lot this week. I've been doing quests like crazy. First off, I did my Kandarin Easy Diaries.
Okay.
Because I thought that it would give me the extra XP for maple trees. I guess that's not actually the easy one. But still, you know, I got an XP lamp that I use towards prayer, so that's nice.
This is on the GIM, right?
This is on the GIM.
Okay.
You mean on my regular where I already have my achievement cape?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just letting our listeners know.
I know. Yeah, I've been questing for Huge. I got 148 quest points now.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I had to take a break yesterday because I had to work on skilling a little bit. So I had to get my range from like 33, actually from like 30 to 37. So I decided to do some Slayer. I did 5 Slayer tasks from the one in Draenor that gives you like a little baby Slayer test.
Vanica?
I don't think it's Vanica. It's like the newer one. It's Terrell's daughter.
Oh, the one in Draenor.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can't remember their name right now.
Yeah, I don't remember their name.
But...
it's the new one that assigns the porcine quest.
Yeah, but I didn't get that one, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I never did like low level Slayer before, so it's actually kind of cool being like, oh my god, this entire task is like 20 lizards.
Yeah.
It's great.
It takes longer to get there usually than it does to finish the actual task.
Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of cool. I did my first 5 tasks there because the first 5 you don't get rewarded any Slayer points, which I feel like first 5 is kind of a lot. Like it should be like maybe 3 at most, but whatever. And then I was like, all right, I want to get some serious Slayer points. I'm going to try out Wilderness Slayer for the first time ever. Would not recommend because I got assigned like 120 hill giants.
Yeah.
But my combat's like 55. I've been killing I was killing them for like 2 hours and I didn't even finish.
Nice.
I'm like halfway there.
Yeah.
It takes a really long time.
I feel like if you are like maybe not higher combat, but like if you have like really good combat gear, then it's not that bad going and doing Wilderness Slayer because then you can do them fairly fast. Because it's usually decently low level compared to like the other ones.
It's low level for sure because it goes based on like your combat and Slayer level, but also I didn't realize that her assignments were gonna be so long.
Yeah,
like such a large number because the one in Draenor it was literally like 20.
No, she assigned stuff very like similarly to
Durdell,
like Durdell and Neve and stuff like that. Because
Durdell I specifically don't go to because the tasks are too long.
Yeah, because it gives you the most points out of any of the taskmasters. So
yeah, I went to her because she gives the most points, but now I'm like, okay, I'd probably actually get more points if I went somewhere else and just did a bunch of small tasks instead.
Yeah, maybe. Also, you'd probably kill them a lot faster if you didn't decide to safe spot every single one.
I wasn't safe spotting them initially, but no regrets.
Okay.
Shout out to Ninja for griefing me for like 15 minutes. Awful. I've never had it happen yet until last night. Someone stealing your kill while you're an Iron Man.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Yep. And this is why you can't stream playing Slayer and Iron Man.
Yeah, it's nice now though that they added the little symbol so that you know when your kill's been stolen, so you don't have to like waste your time killing it if you don't want to.
Okay.
Because previously
it wouldn't say
you would
anything.
just have to guess.
Yeah.
Like
there was a couple times where I wasn't sure if they actually hit it or if they were like defending just like automatically or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it'll show the hit splat. So
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that wasn't I didn't really have much of an option because some of the times they hit the hill giant and then they stopped fighting it. So I just had to kill it to make another one respawn.
Yeah, maybe just don't do stuff in the wilderness on stream unless
yeah,
you're PKing.
I've learned. And then Alfresco pulled up like into the wilderness, and I thought it was a PKer, and I logged out like so quick.
Yeah.
And then I was getting laughed at.
As you should.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that was fun. I got my ranged up to like 39 at the end of the night. Oh, I also unlocked the ranged prayer protection, which is really cool.
Yeah. So is that all of your overheads, or you still need melee?
Still need melee. You have to be 43, and I'm 41 right now.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking about going and killing dragons to get that done, but
yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know if I want to.
I might save spot some blue dragons and do that.
True. I just wouldn't want to. The way I've been like doing it is I've been going to the Chaos Altar in the wilderness, but I just get bones from the boneyard because then I won't be like upset if I get PK'd with a bunch of bones because I'll be like, okay, it's not like I really spent any time getting these, you know?
Yeah.
So if I got dragon bones, I'd just bury them like normal because I wouldn't want to get PK'd.
I think I would just because like I never really see anyone there, so I was thinking I'll just get as much as I would need to get to 43, and then just go and like do it.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, because you don't need as much if you go to the Chaos Altar anyways.
That's true. And I mean, even if you lost one inventory, you probably would still have more in the bank.
Yeah, either way, it's not that big a deal because, I mean, it's unlikely they'll kill you right when you get there anyways. So, I mean, the chance of you losing an entire inventory is not even, and even if it does, it's not that big a deal. It's like you can go level ranged or magic by safe spotting them for free either way. So
that's true. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that soon then, like do the dragons. But the other big thing I've been working on is still doing Hunter. My Hunter's at 50 now.
Nice.
And I started really working on my farming, which is now at 38.
Nice, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I almost said 45. That's my wood cutting.
Yeah,
Not the same. I do wish. For my main, I decided to go get rid of all my unsold heads yesterday because I had like literally hundreds and I got like 300,000 prayer experience.
Oh, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, you guess.
Well, I mean, that's not as many as you would get doing bones, I don't think. But it's still a decent amount.
It's more with the heads. It just takes longer.
Yeah, I meant per hour.
Oh, I thought you meant per amount. I was like, no, it's definitely more.
No, it's definitely more. No, I meant per hour.
Oh, yeah. I like doing it, the head thing, because then it doesn't feel as boring.
Yeah.
And you get combat experience, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually almost maxed on my main now.
Really?
Yeah.
Your combat?
Yeah, I think I'm only like 1 or 2 levels from maxing defense, and then I'll just have attack left.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I'll have max melee.
Big gains.
I also got 2 more blood shards this week.
Okay, yeah, let's just segue into you. I don't think I have anything else.
No, there's nothing else you got?
I mean, not that I could think of. I haven't really done anything
tell
else.
them about your total level.
My total level is now 868. It's actually like 200 more than last week. So,
yeah.
You know, I'll take it. Still, have not really been that into skilling, clearly.
That's cool.
Oh, I also got the graceful hood. So, one step
nice.
closer. Yes. But I have not been working on agility in the past few days because now I've been more into farming.
All right, cool. You want to tell them how much money you have?
Ooh, yeah. My bank value is 2 million and my cash stack is 1,100. I literally do not understand what is so valuable in my bank.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
People were thinking it was like my marks of grace, but this is the GE value, so it's not.
Yeah, it can't be.
I have no idea.
I'm telling you, it's probably just like all your herbs or whatever.
My seeds are only worth 230,000.
Yeah, maybe it's like you have a bunch of like Renar herbs or something.
No, all my grimy herbs are only worth 40,000. I literally don't understand how this is possible. And
I don't know.
I was making jokes about how life imitates art because like whenever I'm streaming, I'm surrounded by like all this like nice equipment and stuff that like would be worth like, I mean, not millions clearly, but like worth like a few hundred.
At least billions.
And then meanwhile, I'm just like super broke, don't actually have any money. I'm like, wow, I'm just like little Cappy.
Wow.
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 We are the same person. I'm just as strong. I could also go kill dragons.
I do daily.
I would kill dragons if they were real. That's the only thing stopping me.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, how are you?
All right. Yeah, so I'm pretty much doing the same stuff Michelle's been talking about, but I don't have nearly as many quest points. So I have, I think, around 120 quest points. So definitely not as much as her, especially because
catching up.
we're like coming up to some quests that are like require a lot more, not even more skills or anything like that, because that's not a big deal, but like just random stuff that you need. Like I'm skipping a couple of quests because I don't feel like going and farming a bunch of random items for them.
Yeah, and so, I feel you on that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like skipping around and doing different like random quests, and also like trying to get like certain quests to unlock items like animal magnetism for the
attractor. Oh, I got that. Stuff. I got the attractor.
Yeah. But I wanted to do that, but then you need like random items like polished buttons that I just can't be asked. I put
polished buttons in the inventory.
Oh, cool.
You need to check the bank.
Yeah, so I can't be asked to just like go get random stuff like that sometimes. So I'll just like skip around. But
actually, so funny that you like didn't mention it and I put them in the bank for you.
Yeah, that's really funny. But either way, I actually was just about to like get up my crafting because I also want to get up my hunter so I can do more birdhouses.
Yes.
Yeah, because ever since we unlocked Bone Voyage, I think it is, so that you can go to Fossil Island. That's like really good.
Hunter is mega fast.
Yeah, it's really good getting up your hunter, and especially because I think I said that really early on is that something I wanted to get up anyways.
Yeah.
So I think mine is around like 45 or something like that. So I can do the next level of birdhouse, but I can't craft it.
Yep.
So I spent like an hour yesterday buying soda ash and and sand from the vendor. So I have like 400 of each. So I'm just gonna like glass blow a bunch.
Yep.
And hopefully that'll be enough to like get into the next rank of birdhouse.
I actually did that the other day. I unlocked the ability to like make the teak hunter at like 44 hunter, and I kept putting off like going, or not teak maple, sorry. I kept putting off like going and getting my wood cutting up and getting my crafting up, and then I was like, you know what? It's only like a few levels each. I'm just gonna do it. And then I did it. Went to Fossil Island, put my maple birdhouses down. Like I could finally do them, and they're like, "Congrats, you just unlocked mahogany birdhouses." And I was like, no.
Especially because getting mahogany,
I will never catch up.
Getting mahogany logs is kind of hard because they're really far from places.
Yeah, I was just thinking I'd have to get like my farming up and plant them at Fossil Island and just farm them there.
Yeah, never like remove
never plant more. Dang, that would suck.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you'd get the wood cutting, I guess.
What is the wood cutting requirement for these? 50. 5 more levels.
Yeah, it's not that high.
I mean, I definitely would want to unlock the Kandarin bonus maple thing first.
I don't even know what that is.
I think you get like more experience for maple trees in Kandarin. You know, it'd be funny if I just like made this up. Yeah. Because I did think that this happened years ago. It's very possible that I'm making this up right now.
I have no idea what the rewards are for Kandarin.
Oh, 10% extra experience when cutting maple trees in Sears Village is after the medium.
Okay. Well, I couldn't care less about that.
It also stacks with the lumberjack outfit, so you get an extra 12.5%.
I mean, I don't have the lumberjack outfit on my main, or I'm not even going to be close on my GIM, so I don't care about that.
If you're a hater, you could just said that. Like...
Yeah. Also, 10% is like a decent amount, but I'm not going to be at Maples forever. And if I do Maples, I'm probably going to do it at the Woodcutting Guild, so...
Whatever.
Probably just not going to do that diary.
I have the biggest news for everyone. I see a baby naked mole rat and it has a Santa hat on.
Yeah, all the pets have Santa hats on.
My Chompy doesn't.
Yeah, all of them do.
Oh, is this something I toggle?
No, it's just you didn't notice it probably.
There's no way my Chompy had it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go log into my main now.
All the pets I've seen have hats on.
Oh, I hope my Chompy has it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe I'll name him Choppy the Chompy.
Choppy the Chompy. Well, they don't
have names. Because I keep
saying
Choppy. No,
you should be able to name them.
In my heart of hearts. Yeah, you should be able to name them. That could be another gold sink.
Yeah.
Make it cost like a few mil to name your pet.
Maybe. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But I guess either way I got like super sidetracked. But on my GIM, I'm doing like a lot of skilling. I got my combat up a little bit, so now I'm like almost 50 total combat, which is, I mean, definitely not high at all.
I mean, still nice.
Yeah, I did get my ranged up a little bit, so I bought a bone cross with like 5,000 bone bolts.
Oh my god, I only bought like 500 because that cash stack though.
Yeah, and so I bought like 5,000 of that, and then I just spent like literally an hour buying all the sand and stuff I need to get up my crafting. But I'm almost 1,000 total level. So I think after I do like another little skilling session, I'll have 1,000 total level.
I'm gonna be jealous whenever you can go to the skill total worlds.
Yeah. So right now.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully by next week I'll be like another 200 up. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
So I do want to knock out some more of like the important quests. I'm actually like mainly focusing on quests right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you have been doing a lot of quests.
Yeah, I'm mainly focusing on quests, but like a lot of the quests, for anyone that doesn't know, both of us are more or less following the optimal quest guide for Iron Man specifically. It's just on the wiki. And it's kind of unfortunate because I don't really like it that much because I feel like they make you do quests that are useful but are like more difficult early on and require like more items that you have to get.
I mean, Agrithnar.
No, not even Agrithnar, but like just like in aid of the Myrique and stuff like that. Like these are like really long quests.
Yo, that one was like the death of me. It was so annoying to do.
Yeah, like they're annoying and they're really long and they require a lot of stuff. So it's just like prepping and doing the quest takes so long that it makes me like just do what I'm doing now, which is like skipping around and doing the other ones and then like coming back. Like I still haven't done Ithgrin's little helper because I don't want to go get a pet. I don't want to go get the cat again.
That's hilarious.
But I should be farming the cat for death runes anyways.
That kind of makes me sad that I want to do that. I feel guilty for these fake cats.
I think someone did like a calculator and they said that every time you trade in a cat and you have the diary that gives you 200 death runes instead of 100, it saves you like 40,000 gold.
I'm gonna be trading some cats soon.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's like a lot, but so like unless you're like farming barrows for a long time to get all the runes there, then it's probably like one of the better ways to get death runes.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, like it's actually a lot of money.
I would like to do a brief update. My Chompy does not have a Christmas hat, but my Kraken does, and my pet Rock has a rainbow party hat.
Oh, that's sick.
Isn't that so cute? I wish
should.
that the pet Rock could follow you around.
Oh, if it could move.
Yeah.
You remember pet rocks, like the actual real life pet rock?
I never had one.
Yeah, but you know about it, how people would just like sell rocks and make millions of dollars selling rocks.
Yeah, do you remember whenever like the hermit crabs at the mall were a thing?
Yeah,
You're like, buy a hermit crab. I'm like, why?
How weird was that? Like people are buying inanimate objects to like pretend that they're their friends. It's
I
like
was imagining hermit crabs. I'm like, no, they're definitely real.
it's like almost worse than like imaginary friends. At least imaginary friends are like, I don't know, can be anything, but like a rock friend is just a rock.
I mean, I hate to call us out, but isn't that kind of like how we've been treating our little capybara stuffed animal? We keep calling it our son and carrying it around.
Oh no, I'm not judging them.
Oh no.
I'm just seeing which one is worse. Not saying I don't participate in either.
I am that person, but still.
No, it's just definitely interesting, but
that's funny.
Yeah. But so I don't know what else is really going on for my account. Oh, actually I made a video updating people on most of the stuff going on my account. So I got the entire fishing outfit, which I don't even have on my main, and then I also got the I got the first piece of the Spirit Anglers outfit almost on the second piece.
Did you get the rope one?
No, you have to get the entire thing to unlock the rope thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's a long ways away.
Just a little bit.
And then I got the entire thieving outfit, so because my thieving is really high, or comparatively really high, so I can actually get money from thieving and also
thieving.
Get seeds and stuff like that, which is unfortunate. I didn't know you can't get seeds, or you can't get tree seeds from master farmers.
Yeah, it sucks.
Which is really annoying.
Where am I supposed to get fruit tree seeds? Only from the bird nest?
It's either from bird nest or like rare drops from enemies.
Okay, but who am I going to fight that's going to drop that?
Well, I mean...
I'm so low level.
Yeah, you just got to get up your combat, which isn't too hard, honestly.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, right now I'm going to do a farming run on my GIM, and that means checking on my farming from yesterday and planting one single banana tree, because that's all I have.
Yeah. I actually think I was actually planning on doing Dragon Slayer 1 so that I could like unlock armor, because I went to go AFK sand crabs yesterday, and they're actually like beating me up.
Oh, yeah. Everything does when you're this low level.
Yeah, it's just because like I have so low, like my armor is like my rogue's clothes is my best armor.
You don't even have like adamant?
No.
Why?
I never bought it.
You're so weird.
I never needed to. I just safe spotted and used magic for literally every enemy I've ever killed.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for me to ever buy it. The only thing I have that's good is a rune sim.
So weird.
Yeah. So That's what I was thinking about doing, just so I could get full rune, and then I could actually AFK sand crabs for a while, so I can get up my combat and finally go to Mount Caroom to get some tasks.
Yes, you totally should.
Yeah, but then the task would probably be for like some crazy stuff that I would probably like die a million times fighting.
Yep.
So I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could safe spot it.
Yeah, maybe.
I finished Dragon Slayer 1.
Oh, nice.
That was the thing I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know how about
brag a little bit.
Freaking Alfresco went and did Dragon Slayer 1 and Monkey Madness 1 already.
And Underground Pass.
And Underground Pass. Yeah, kind of jealous about that. I want to do Underground Pass just so I can get Ivan's staff so that I can do Barrows. Because I could probably do Barrows, maybe not right now, but pretty soon.
That'd be nice to have some runes. I mean, you probably technically could do it now, it just sucks.
But then it wouldn't matter because even if I did get a piece, you can't wear Barrows pieces until 70.
But if you just focus on one skill, you could get to 70 quick.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, so yeah, I could level.
You could do
up.
like 70 attack, and then your defense and strength are like 40.
No, you need 70 defense
Oh.
for the armor, because the armor's a good part, I guess.
Just have absurdly high defense, and then your attack and strength can be low.
Yeah, but also it degrades, so you'd have to spend like a lot of money to repair it.
Ooh, yeah, that would kind of suck.
Yeah, I don't have the construction to make like an armoring anvil or whatever, armoring repair station.
Yeah.
So I'd have to take it to like Bob's Axes, and that costs so much money.
God, no. I didn't even know you could repair it at home.
Yeah, you
even
can.
on my main, I just go to Bob. I thought I had to.
It costs a lot less too. It's based on your smithing skill.
Oh my gosh, I'm like 88 smithing on my main. I should buy that.
Yeah. It's really easy to set up, and then whenever you have like even like slightly damaged barrels pieces, you can take it there, and it costs like I don't know, like 1/5 the price it normally does.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that's a thing.
Yeah, it's way cheaper.
Jeez, definitely gonna do that.
But I guess that was pretty much it for my updates though. I've just been doing a bunch of quests, got out my skills a bunch, and yeah, just gonna continue doing that, I guess.
Oh, one thing for both of us, we have another member of our GIM.
Yeah, so we're up to 4 members now.
Yeah, shout out to Darko, and I know Ninja is already planning on joining once they move in real life.
Oh yeah, so we have essentially no spots left.
We've reached full capacity.
Yeah.
So now we're starting a second group, right?
Second group? No, not really. But if you do want to like hang out with us on your Ironman or whatever, you can come to join our Discord or something like that.
Yeah, join our Discord, join our chat, whatever.
Yeah, we also are trying to be more active in the clan chat. By more active, I mean we are like in there existing now, so...
I didn't know how to guest on clan chats until like 2 days ago.
So feel free to guest our clan chat. It's just Bunebapeosrs in-game.
It's actually just Bunebape.
Oh, is it?
Our clan is, yeah. Our clan chat is just Bunebapeosrs.
Yeah, our clan chat's Bunebapeosrs, and if you want to guest into our clan, it's just Bunebape, sorry.
It's kind of confusing saying it, huh?
Yeah, little confusing, but hopefully you get it. I mean, most people probably won't even join, but if you did want to join, it's Bunebape.
Oh, I also should say I've been streaming a lot too. If anyone wants to stop by, I'm streaming like 5 nights a week, at least 4 hours starting around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come say hello.
Yeah, make sure to drop by and say what's up. That's actually where everyone from our group has come from.
Yeah.
All
Everyone's from the stream.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
And you can let us know what emote ideas you have. We need to order more emotes soon.
Yeah, we need more emote ideas for sure.
We have like 2, but we have 4 that we can get. So we're like, what else do we do?
Yeah, we need a lot more ideas. So we need ideas for free ones as well and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, free ones definitely. It's already been recommended that we do like the pog face of our real faces. So we could do that ourselves though, at least.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess we can move on to like any videos we've made this week.
Yes, you made your GIM.
Yeah, so I finally made the GIM video after like a month of putting it off. So it was...
I think it's more than a month.
Yeah, so overall it was a big difference because I think in episode 2 I had like 200 or 300 total level, and now I have nearly 1,000 total level.
Oh my god.
So I guess progress wise in 3 weeks that's not that much, but like compared from episode 1 to 2 to 2 to 3, it's like a lot.
No, it's nutty.
Yeah, so I've already started recording more stuff for the next episode, and I really wanted to make that episode because it was taking up like 200 gigabytes of my hard drive.
No, it's been so nice to delete it all.
Yeah, it definitely was.
What a good feeling.
So I finished that up. I also put out a couple New World videos, still playing that. It's more kind of like on the back burner as far as like me actually playing it.
You've been more in a RuneScape lately?
Yeah, I've been more into RuneScape and just like other games. I've been playing more Icarus with my friends and stuff like that, but not making any videos of that right now.
Oh, I got a new game too. I got Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah, you did get
Yeah,
Phasmo.
shout out to Coleman. Coleman actually bought me the game because they've been recommending that I play it, and I keep saying, "Oh, I'll play it soon. I just don't have money." So they just bought it for me, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I still haven't tried it yet because I'm doing that thing where I feel like I'm busy all the time, and I don't actually know what I'm doing all the time.
I
do that frequently.
You can just admit it's scary, and you're too scared to play it.
No, I'm not a coward like you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was kind of harsh. Sorry.
I know. Jesus.
Other than that, I haven't not been doing any new videos or anything. Shout out to Alfresco because they volunteered to edit a video for us. And they did it last night. I have not been able to see it because they sent me the link, but actually did not give me permission to click the link.
Nice.
So I can't look. Could be awful. Who knows? I'll find out later. But still, even if it's awful, super cool of them to do. So thank you, Alfresco.
Shout out.
Shout out. I'm going to have to pay you, though. You said I didn't have to. I'll pay you.
But that's pretty cool. So I guess we can move on to some of the first updates that we have for this week.
Yes.
So the first one is actually going to be some proposed changes to death piles. Also, there is the Golden Gnomes finalists. We aren't in there, so I hate you all. But
can you guys all just write in Bunebape everywhere?
Yeah.
I voted on I don't watch like RuneScape content. I need to start watching it. But the only one I voted on was like artists that you like because they had pictures of the art. And I was going to vote for this person who made a little Bloodhound plush because it's the cutest thing ever. And then I scrolled down and I saw 117 was an option. So I was like, all right, well, I have to vote for the HD because I use that daily.
Yeah, 117 is definitely nice.
Bloodhound it's adorable.
No,
I mean, it's all
too.
cool, really.
Yeah.
I want to buy the Bloodhound though. It's so cute.
Yeah, overall, I don't know. I might have voted for something. I forgot. I might have. If I did, I voted for either Bodhi or Foe. I forgot who I voted for.
Oh, for the streamer. Yeah,
for the streamer, because those are the only two that I really watch, and I don't really watch any anyways. Like I'll just pop in and check on Bodhi, and he'll be like, "Oh, you banned, mate," and I'll be like, "All right, cool, leaving."
Oh, no, you get banned?
No, he doesn't ban me, but like he's like, I don't know, he's kind of like known for like just like not caring, which is great, and he just like bans people that ask like really dumb questions, and it's always really funny. I don't know. It's kind of like a thing though. It's known.
We had to ban somebody the other day too.
Yeah, we did.
For being weird. Yeah. We warned them so many times and they just kept doing it. And we're like, all right, well, we're going to ban you now.
It's probably the most we've ever warned someone. But yeah, I like Bodhi's stream. I think he's a good streamer and it's usually pretty funny. So
yeah.
But I guess that's probably the only person I would vote for. I don't know why we're not in the number one spot, but
maybe. I mean, next year?
Yeah, maybe next year. But for the actual changes that we were talking about for the death piles for Ultimate Iron Man, there's some changes just for Ultimate Iron Man. I think they're having a poll just for them. But
you want to say how it currently works?
Yeah, so currently, for anyone that doesn't know, it is the old death system. So the new death system, you could just rock up to Death's office, be like, hey, give me my stuff back, and you pay him money and he gives you your stuff back. It's pretty simple. Mm-hmm. But for how it used to work is how it still works for Ultimate Iron Man. So your items, when you die, will drop on the floor and stay there for 60 minutes. After the 60 minutes, if you haven't gotten your stuff back, it disappears forever. Yikes. Which is pretty big for Ultimate Iron Man because when they die, they could drop hundreds of mil worth of stuff on the ground, depending on what they were just doing. And then if it all disappears, then I mean, obviously they have to rebuild the account.
Yeah.
So what they are thinking of doing is changing that. So they're planning on changing it so that it says that currently when a player drops an item, it is attached to them, and it goes through the process that we just talked about for 60 minutes. But what they are planning on doing is implementing a system that only counts when you're online.
That's good.
So it'll do the 60 minutes still, but only when your character is actually logged in.
That's really good. Because I was reading, because at first I was like, okay, well, why do they need it? You know, a lot of people are like, easy escape, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But they made a good point of you could die because your internet stops working.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if it's something, most of these problems that people raise for this is stuff that's out of their control. Like, if their internet goes out for literally an hour and 1 minute, then all their stuff is gone and there's nothing they could do unless they, like, drove to, like, a Starbucks and got the Wi-Fi there and logged in there.
It is brutal.
Yeah, so that's what they're hoping to mitigate is once your character goes offline, your stuff can still be there for 60 minutes once you log back in. So if you log in for 30 minutes, get halfway there, and then disconnect again, then you'd have another 30 minutes to get your stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
That's
being
nice.
a
I
little
like
bit,
that a lot.
yeah, being a little bit more lenient towards the UIM players.
Understanding that there's some real life problems that people can't help.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have their accounts punished for that.
Yeah. So it says they don't recommend testing this out with untradable items or anything like that, and they're just pitching this idea as like a theoretical idea. So give them your feedback if you're a UIM, and hopefully they'll go through with it.
Yeah, I think
Or
it's
not,
cool,
if
but
you
I don't
hate
know.
it.
Maybe people don't want that.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe because you made a UIM, you accept that and you want it to stay like that. So if that's also the case, make sure to give them your feedback there.
But just be considerate of other people who have bad internet's feelings.
Or don't. It's up to you.
Or don't. Fair.
So moving on to the Android beta recap. So
Side note, I'm 40 farming now.
wow,
Woo!
massive. GG.
Thank you.
But the Android beta recap. So for everyone that listened the past couple of weeks, you know that the beta has been going on for like those past couple of weeks,
Ever?
essentially. So there was apparently 2,185 active testers. So shout out to the people that actually tested it.
Just a few.
Yeah, so it's funny because apparently the beta worked really well. There's approximately 47 new bugs they hadn't caught in their initial testing.
Oh my god.
So there's a very large list of them if you care to go check them out on the page. And some of them include very sensitive logout timers, the ground item markers not working, draw distance and FPS numbers being low, as well as just a bunch of stuff that just either isn't working or is randomly buggy.
Mhm.
So it's good that they had a beta because it seemed like they definitely needed one. Yeah, so not too much going on there though. They are going to be having another one going on next year though. So if you didn't get into this one, it's totally fine. There's going to be a open beta, so everyone's going to be able to go in January of next year. So
so by next year, next month.
yeah, so
Okay.
not too far away. But we have two things. The two big things is going to be actually we'll start with the actual update for the game, which is going to be the Christmas update.
Woo!
Yeah, so Michelle's pretty excited because she actually did the Christmas quest.
I did it. I love it.
Yeah, so apparently she really liked the Christmas quest.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
So shall I read what it's about?
Yeah, let everyone know what the Christmas event is for this year.
Let me move to that screen. Snow is falling, presents are being wrapped, and gingerbread gnomes are lurking in ovens across Gilner. Christmas has come to Fa-La-La-Dor. I've decided I'm going to do my little story voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, thought you guys would love this. Sadly, though, not all is merry and bright for one young squire. He's been rushed off his feet, getting ready to play Santa at the festival, and he's found himself in a real Christmas cracker. He's only gone and washed the suit along Sir Vivian's armor, and we all know what happens when you mix red and white. Now he has to restore the admittedly rather fetching pink armor to its former glory, finish setting up the grotto, and get all the presents ready, all on top of his regular squire duties. If only there was a seasoned adventurer around to help him out. Well, if you know any seasoned adventurers, point them in the direction of the White Knight's castle, the one in Fa-La-La-Dor, where the unlucky squire is waiting. Who knows, perhaps there'll be some extra special gifts for whoever helps out.
Cool.
Bum bum bum.
So that's the outline for the quest, and apparently you got to go help the squire make his clothes nice again. But
there's more to it than that.
You did the quest, so what do you think of it?
It's lovely. I like it a lot. It's low-key like a small version of One Small Favor, though.
Oh, okay.
You talk to everybody, he's like, go get 3 things. And every person you talk to is like, grab 3 things for me, too.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's nice. It's really fast. It didn't take too long. It took me like half an hour because I wasn't paying that much attention. And I was also getting mega distracted because Fa-La-La-Dor looks so cool. Like, the coolest I've ever seen it yet. They made snow, which if you have HD and the winter theme on, then you know that there's snow on the ground. But this snow is like beautiful and it looks like it's glowing in parts.
Okay.
Like, it's really pretty. They put like a big little, like, not huge, but a little Christmas market in Fa-La-La-Dor that looks adorable with like a big tree and some stalls and like Santa's grotto, which I thought grotto was a weird word for it, just kind of like a stand where Santa is.
Yeah.
And they also just decorated all of the buildings in Fa-La-La-Dor with like lights and wreaths and garland. And it's just super pretty. All the guards in Fa-La-Dor are also wearing little Santa hats walking around.
Yeah,
it's super cute.
It looks really good.
It looks so good. Like, I already took like 6 screenshots just walking around because I was like, it's so pretty. But yeah, I would totally recommend doing this because the rewards for it, though,
Oh, they're really
The
cool.
rewards are so cool. So I didn't want to tell you too much about the quest itself, and I don't want to spoil the rewards for anyone who wants to be surprised. So do not listen for, I'd say, 2 minutes. Just skip that while I say the rewards.
Okay.
So you get some festive gingerbread gnomes, which are cookies.
Yep.
You get festive mulled wine. You get the usual party hats that you always get. You get 2 Santa hats, 2 Christmas crackers. And then you also get an elf hat and some little elf shoes. Would have liked an elf outfit, but that's fine.
Yep.
And then the best part of all is the Snowman Ring. Because at one part in the quest, you're helping build snowmans. That's as much as I'll say. So the Snowman Ring, you could turn into a traditional snowman.
That's cool.
You can morph into it. You can also turn into a Tempero snowman.
That's cool.
And then, last but certainly not least, you could turn into a Thermi snowman.
Oh.
It's the coolest. This is, I know a few weeks ago we talked about our favorite rings. This is now my favorite ring.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
this is 100% like the coolest reward that I think we've ever gotten from a holiday event. And I'm so excited about it.
I could tell.
I love it so much. I'm so happy about it.
That's cool.
Rob will probably be making a video doing this, so you'll be able to see probably before too long.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully tomorrow we could do it. We're actually going to go Disneyland today. We're supposed to go Disneyland 2 days ago. We couldn't go because it was raining. Well, we could. We just decided not to. And then randomly last night, a reservation became available for today. So a lot to do today.
Yeah, so
Already have to edit this before we leave too.
that's definitely pretty cool, though. It looks like a pretty good event. And definitely a good event reward.
Oh, best reward, best event. It's so funny too. Like a lot of the lines in it are really funny, which I appreciate. I like whenever they take the time to make it funny.
Yeah.
I love this. I think this is my favorite holiday event that I can remember at least. You know, there's so much holiday events that's easy to forget about them.
Yeah, definitely.
But would 100% recommend doing it. Oh, one more spoiler. Skip a minute if you already skipped and don't want to hear anything. There's one part of the quest where you go and talk to the hairdresser and he's like, oh, it's Christmas. Let me give you a free haircut for giving me this. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I chose a new hairstyle, click confirm, and it said, you do not have enough money for this. And for my free haircut. And then I went to talk to him again and he was just like, see you at the festival. And I was like, oh, I guess I don't get a free haircut after all.
Dang.
So I think that was just my computer messing up on that part. But
That's funny.
I thought it was hilarious that he was like, free haircut. And I was like, sick. And they're like, you don't have enough money.
You're so poor. Even free haircuts cost
I
money.
know, right?
Dang.
I'm like, this isn't my GIM. This is my main.
Yeah,
what do you
still
mean?
too poor.
Hey.
That's pretty cool, though.
But yeah, it's my favorite event thus far. I loved it.
Awesome. So make sure to head over to Fa-La-La at White Knight's Castle and participate in the event. It's free for all. So even if you're free to play, you can join, check it out, get some cool stuff.
Yep, you don't need to bring anything with you either. You will need a spade at some point, but you can get for free there.
Okay, cool. And we can continue on to the rest of the update and the patch notes. All right, so moving on to some actual changes for the game besides the event, there are some additions to the item sync changes. So thanks to last week's introduction of the GE tax and the item sync measures, we've been syncing around 30 billion GP per day on average.
Actually insane.
Yeah, so that's a lot. It says the vast majority of the sum has been removed from the game's economy completely, allowing us to extend the item sync feature to cover more requested items.
Yes.
So the item list was very small to begin with, and now it is significantly larger.
Yeah.
It says, while they have no immediate plans to change the tax rate in the future, we may need to bolster these features so they have more impact, especially as so many of you are keen to see more items covered by the item sync system. Bear in mind that changes don't have to be applied across the board. We could keep skilling supplies at the current rate while raising the tax on cosmetic items up to 1.5%, for example.
I thought it was wild reading that because they're like, wow, 30 billion a day, that's insane. They're like, this might actually not be enough. We might have to tax more. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, so it does say that there's a lot of possibilities. So keep sending them the feedback. If you hate these changes still, just keep letting them know and maybe they'll take it into account.
Yep.
But either way, it says that along with adjusting the rates at which some items are sunk, it says that they've added more items to the list of item sinks. So there's going to be new items: Amulet of Torture, Full Ancestral, Archer's Rings, Avernic Defender Hilt, Berserker Ring, all the rings from DKs, all the Dragon Pickaxe, Dragon Warhammer, Dragon Hunter Lance, Hydra's Claw, Full Inquisitors, the Kodai Wand, Necklace of Anguish, Ring of Suffering, Sanguinesti Staff, Sarachnis,
Uncharged.
uncharged, just in case you wondered. The Sarachnis Cudgel, Tormented Bracelet, Twisted Buckler, Cut and Uncut Zenites, as well as Zenite Shards.
I thought it was so random, like hearing some of the stuff, especially like Ancestral. I'm like, wait, that wasn't included last time?
No, it was just the weapons.
So weird.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I mean, those all make sense.
Yeah, they added a lot of all this is very high-end equipment,
Yes.
except for probably the DK's rings.
I mean, even those are high-end at first.
Yeah. But those are like fairly cheap. I think they're only a few mil, but they used to be like 5 to 10 mil. So hopefully they get them back up to maybe not that much, but more than what they are now, which is like 1 mil. So definitely glad they added more stuff personally. So hopefully this will, work. Obviously they're getting rid of some items, 30 billion worth. So
I just like seeing I want to see how much gold they end up getting rid of. I think it's so interesting to hear.
Yeah. I want to know how like much that is in comparison to how much is like traded every day.
Yeah. Hopefully they drop like some statistics on it
Because
eventually.
I mean, like 30 bills sounds like a lot, but if 1 trillion is traded every day,
I mean, 30 bills clearly not a lot because they're like, yeah, we might do more.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder like how much is going on a day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
But,
a lot to me though.
Yeah, exactly. It would be nice to know. They do have an update for the Golden Gnomes. So on December 17th, mark your calendars because the December 16th is your final vote. And the 17th is when they'll actually be having a spectacular live stream extravaganza, which is what they call it. So that's where they will announce all of the finalists and who actually wins the Golden Gnomes. So that's pretty cool.
Do you think that they have like all the nominees like on live stream?
Maybe.
I don't want to see them all like dressed up like it's the Oscars or something. Just
Yeah.
for no reason, like super dressed up for this.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I would. If we were ever nominated, I'd be like wear a ball gown and be like, oh, hello.
All right.
It is me, Bunebape.
But it'll be nice to see who wins. So if you want to see, tune in on the 17th at 17 o'clock GMT, or 1700 rather. And so also continuing, they have the annual survey as always every year. So it says you might have spotted this year's annual survey in your inbox already, but if you haven't completed it yet, there's still time. So this is how you can tell them how to improve the game. It's about 30 to 45 minutes long. It's a pretty long survey, and it's going to ask you a ton of stuff about the game.
The way that they say it is only around 30 to 45 minutes. And I'm like, that's a long time, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys realize that's a long time, but I think it's worth it because if you complete it, you'll get an opportunity to enter a prize draw to win one of $50 Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, so they're going to give away $2,500 in gift cards, and you can be one of the winners just by completing the survey.
Yeah, I wasn't going to complete until I saw that, and now I have the tab open, ready for me to do later.
Yeah. Either way, though, you have quite some time. The survey doesn't end until January 7th, so you have a lot of time. Even after the holidays are over, you can still participate in it.
A good, 3 weeks.
Yeah. So there has also been a few changes. So it says they released some next related content early just to make it easier to test. So keep your eyes peeled and get ready to face next, the 5th General. So also for anyone that hasn't seen it, there is a the 5th General like hype trailer over on YouTube. So I'd recommend checking it out. It's only like 40 seconds long or something like that. And I think it doesn't really show anything, but it is kind of hype. So maybe check it out.
Another thing they did to get hype that, they're probably talking about the next related content. Whenever you log in at the GE, I don't know if there's any requirements you have to do first, but a random NPC walks up to you and hands you a note. And it's just about talking about how there might be a frozen door, in the God War dungeons and stuff like that, and how to get a key. It was really cool. It happened, and I skipped the dialogue because I didn't know what was going on for a second. So I wish I would have seen it, but kind of cool.
Yeah, so that definitely is happening. There's definitely gearing up for next because it is releasing actually really soon. So there's actually a release date for it. I think it's the 5th or something like that.
Wow. January 5th.
Yeah, I think so. 5th or 7th, I'll have an actual update for that in a second. But either way, so there is a lot going on.
Don't know why we can't find this page, but
it'll be in this next page that we're talking about. So we'll be going over it. Yeah, so we just double checked the dates, and next is going to be dropping confirmed on the 5th of January. And for anyone waiting still for leagues, that is going to be coming out on the 19th. So make sure to mark it on your calendars. Take the time off that you were supposed to already take off for leagues
Yeah.
again.
I forgot leagues is even a thing.
Yeah, so hopefully this time around they don't push it back. I mean, it's already been pushed back once, so that would be really a catastrophe if they had to push it back again.
Love the dramatic word for it. Catastrophe.
Well, I mean, it would be.
It would be.
But so we can get right into the Gilner Gazette. That's where we just got this information from. And there is a ton of stuff on the Gilner Gazette.
Just saying the Gilner Gazette sounds like, oh, it's whatever. The Gilner Gazette is more than all of the updates today.
It was more than all the updates combined and then some. So there is a ton of stuff on here. We're probably not going to be able to cover it all. So if you want to read everything they have here, I'd go check out the actual link. It's on the OSRS front page. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I will have links in the description.
Yep, we're just going to cover the big boy things.
Yeah, big boy things, sure. So it says that it's been an interesting year for the world and old school RuneScape, which has now hit the ripe old age of 8.
Aww.
It seems crazy to think that we'll soon be 10 years old. It says among a variety of small updates and quality of life improvements, including those from Poll 74 and 75, we released a variety of content this year ranging from new quests, both in Misthalin and Corinne, such as the Kingdom Divided, to new challenges for some of the most popular PvM content with new modes for Theater of Blood and the return of Phosani's Nightmare.
They're really trying to be like, we did stuff this year, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, both the things they listed aren't new content.
The next one is.
Yeah, it says the team also released a brand new skilling boss, the Mighty Temporos. And after a long wait, we saw the release of the clan system and later Group Iron Man.
You know what they didn't even mention?
What?
They introduced Shooting Stars too.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That was this year, right? It was.
I mean, sure.
I think it's right after we started the podcast. I said, like, whenever we were asked before our favorite thing from this year, maybe we were just talking about, I said Temporos, but I think it's actually Shooting Stars.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just want to share that with everyone.
No, yeah, that's definitely, I totally forgot about that. I don't really do it, so. They also are talking about Runefest. Obviously, they used to have Runefest every year, but they switched to the Summer Summit, which, I mean, went well, but honestly went just like the Runefest, where they said there was a bunch of stuff that was going to happen that didn't happen. But so it's actually funny. I think they were going to do another 6-month thing like this time around.
Like a little outline.
Yeah, but they didn't. Although there is a roadmap in this, so that's pretty cool because it kind of is essentially like the Summer Summit, just not as announcy. But it says that next will be arriving on January 5th. If you already haven't seen it, like I said, there is a teaser trailer showcasing some of the showcasing the arrival of the fearsome 5th General. So go check that out if you're interested in it at all. It says for those players who have completed Desert Treasure, you should keep an eye out for when you first return to Gilner. So as soon as you return to Gilner...
Oh, so you have to be down Desert Treasure. That makes sense.
So,
this is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, so you do get a messenger that comes up to you and talks to you about the God Wars dungeons and next the 5th General, as long as you've done Desert Treasure. So
I was kind of confused why I didn't walk up to my GIM, because I thought it was just everyone.
Yeah. And also it goes on to say that with the rewards being designed and implemented, Leagues 3 is now officially ready for release on January 19th. And they're super excited and will be sharing more information about the Shattered Relics over the next month, so stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking forward to that for sure. It also says that being said, we know many of you feel that there hasn't been much content for you this year. I don't know why they did you in all caps.
Me specifically?
Yeah, and it says, we understand why. While 2021 saw some fantastic and quite frankly long overdue system improvements, they took up a large portion of the development time that we'd usually spent on creating new playable content. This is something we'd like to avoid in 2022. Having a healthy balance between game improvements and adding new content is one of the main driving forces that shaped next year's roadmap.
Cool. So it's good that they're acknowledging it and being like, yeah, we're going to hopefully do better next year.
Yeah, hopefully. But I mean, if I want to be really harsh, they didn't really have an excuse like the years before that, but...
I am not feeling the most harsh and critical right now because that's how much I like the Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's making me be like, it's okay, Jagex.
No, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with my GIM and stuff like that, so I don't really care. Although I just...
But you understand people's complaints.
Yeah, I would like to see more content, just straight up.
Yeah.
But either way, they do have, like I said, a roadmap, though. They talk about how they're changing their teams from 4 to 5 people to 2 to 3 people. So hopefully they're going to have more teams of less people that are more concentrated on different subjects.
Oh, that's nice.
And they actually have a breakdown for what's going on in quarter 1 as well as quarter 2.
Cool.
So yeah, they actually have a really detailed guide showing all the stuff that you can expect in the next 2 quarters of 2022. So all of this stuff is going to be next. Leagues 3, that's for January. February is going to have this new content called Land of the Goblins. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
I'm excited.
For March, there's going to be Guardians of Gilner as well as community event support. April is going to be Beneath Cursed Sands, so that's going to be
I heard about that.
the Raids quest, as well as the Easter event. May is going to be the PvP arena change and implementation, and removing the Desert Casino.
Replacing the Desert Casino.
Yes, and then June is going to be the final thing that it goes up to at the end of quarter 2, being a skilling update as well as Wildy Boss reworks.
What do you think the skilling update means?
I actually have no idea, so we're going to read about it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and also it's funny, the Wildy Boss reworks are like 6 or 7 months late now.
I know, what?
Actually, I think it's like almost a year late, but that's going to be pretty funny. It says, unlike the previous roadmaps, which split the content into 2 main sectors, 2022's version focuses mainly on our teams. Each colored section are projects assigned to specific teams. The top row of blocks showcases what would be considered the big beats for each month and consists of the following. So all the stuff that I just went through.
Yes.
It says some of this has already been spoken on, just like Next and Leagues 3, but there's more information. So, for example, Land of the Goblins. This is going to be the next installment of the Cave Goblin questline. So it's not too far away either. They're aiming for a February release. It says, with a blog coming out in the next few weeks containing quest details, it might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but for those of you not in the know, the original Land of the Goblins quest came out in 2007, just after the backup of old school RuneScape. So after poking around in the files, they discovered the majority of the quest is already done. So they just need to finish it. And all that remains is to add a few missing parts, tweak it, and make it suitably old school. And you'll be able to continue Xanix's story.
Dang, they couldn't poke around these files 14 years ago.
I know, right?
I love this quest line. Why didn't they do this before?
Yeah, so they have a couple of shots here. One of them is actually interesting as it shows like you're equipping goblin mail and becoming a goblin. So I don't know.
Yo, it's probably like the ring where you could like morph in a snowman like that.
I don't know.
Or like the monkey Greergy.
Gree-gree?
Gree-gree.
Gree. Yeah, so something like that. It also says that you might have previously seen the ideation pitch for Guardians of Gilner in the last year's December Gazette. In short, it's a fun and interactive way of training runecrafting that fits alongside the existing methods, while also offering a different way of training the skill. We've seen many players asking for a new way to train runecrafting, and we think this could be the answer. So for anyone that doesn't know what they're talking about, they talked about implementing a runecrafting minigame where essentially you get these runes and you feed it to a rune golem. And so it would give you like competitive amounts of runecrafting or something like that.
And it'd be fun.
And they did that, a year ago. And obviously we still haven't seen anything from it or if it's even coming to the game. But they continue on what's going on with ideation.
Yeah, that sounds nice though.
Yeah. And it also goes on to say that the community event support involves mostly behind the scene changes to help create a more community driven event. So the Guardians of Gilner thing is supposed to be happening alongside this community event. So that's why they're saying them right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that this team will shift their focus towards providing a better experience for several skills with the skilling update. So they want to make skills feel better, I guess, which is what they're what they're trying to do.
Some of them are really bad.
I wonder what they're going to be focusing on though.
Mining.
Yeah.
Crafting.
So they'll be dedicating one of the newly created teams to examining the experience of new players when they first step into Gilner. We're not looking to make drastic sweeping changes here, but just to pay attention to new adventures in the game as it continues to grow. So I guess that's pretty cool. It just says essentially what all their teams are going to be working on. And they're going to be continuing to do more quality of life improvements with Poll 76 coming to a blog early in 2022.
And we also have a little bit of a mystery box on this graph. And all it says is, that's pointing towards our new ideation approach, something that Mod Ed will be talking about later.
Yeah.
A little secret.
Yeah, I actually already read into it, and it's pretty interesting.
It's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, I know. So it says, in regards to the Tomb of Amaska and the Wilderness Boss rework, they want to give you an explanation of the placement on the roadmap, which we appreciate a little later in the year than expected. Or, yeah, it is a little bit later, definitely.
Just a little.
Tombs of Amasket and Wilderness Boss reworks are way later in the year than expected. And by way later, I mean like several months later than I think everyone expected. But so it says that Tombs of Amasket is the third raid, and they're looking to go big. It's their largest scale raid to date, and they know how important it is. So it says before the end of the year, they hope to share more information about the old school's third raid and the next quest in the desert storyline.
Yay.
So Beneath Cursed Sands will lay the foundation for Tombs of Amasket, but they want to stress that it's a project in its own right. You can look forward to playing it in April. So that's not even talking about, they don't even have Tomb of Amasket on this actual first 2-quarter roadmap.
Oh yeah, they just have the quest.
Yeah, it's just the quest. So essentially, you're not going to be seeing the raid until the second half of the year next year.
Unless they're like, surprise.
Unless they push it back even more.
No, I meant the opposite. Like a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, unless they push it back even more, or somehow by miracle it comes early. So they do also talk about PvP. So it says that they now have a dedicated resource to focus on PvP and similar activities. They know that PvP has been underserved as a segment in the community in recent years, and we don't want it to be the same for 2022. So with the dual arena removal, the initial focus for the team will be to work on the replacement, which is the PvP arena.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to work on the Wilderness Boss rework. So besides that, they are going to also be taking a look at working on Bounty Hunter's Return, because that hasn't been in the game for quite a few years now.
Bounty Hunter's how I made my first million. I let somebody kill me for 1 million gold.
Yeah, it was weird.
You're the one who told me that worked.
I know. The whole thing was weird.
They changed it like a day later. They're like, all right, never mind.
Yeah. It says for as PvP, we want to take a moment to apologize for those who look forward to these upcoming changes, especially the Wilderness Boss rework. Like I think we just said, I think it's almost a year after. By the time it actually gets worked on, it'll be over a year, I think. So this project they've delayed multiple times now. So we understand the skepticism around this ever happening. Yeah, definitely.
Hilarious that they say that.
Yeah, we're confident that with our new team structure and a dedicated team delivering these projects, they'll hopefully be able to deliver a quality update for you all to enjoy. So that's all they can say about the update for the roadmap for 2022.
That's all after 10 minutes of talking. That's it.
But I mean, it's kind of like stuff that is already from this year. Right?
No, I mean, I'm surprised by a lot of it. The quest and stuff, the skilling updates. I think that'll be very interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
I'm most excited about the Goblin quest. Like, honestly, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I think the Goblin quest does look really cool. That's the only thing I'm really surprised about. If I wanted to be super scrutinous, Next in Leagues is just this year stuff that's going on next year. And then the Wildy Boss rework is just like a year coming now. And then the PvP arena is, I mean, I guess that's good. They only announced that a few weeks ago or months ago. And then Beneath Cursed Sands is definitely just way later than everyone thought. And then Guardians of Gilnor is cool, but also that is also a year old. And it's just a single mini game. So
you could tell he hasn't done the Christmas event, because then he'd be in a much more jolly, mirthful mood right now.
I mean, if it ends up being sick, cool. But it's just they tell you so far in advance that you just end up like the hype goes all the way up and then all the way down and then down lower and then it comes out. So it's like by that time, like people stopped caring.
Jeez.
But if it's sick, I mean, that's fine. So that's cool.
I'm feeling positive.
Yeah. And so it also finishes off by saying Old School wouldn't exist without your continued support and love for the game. So we love making content for all of you to enjoy, and your passion continues to drive us. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, and we can't wait to have you on board for the journey. So
they don't mean that. They get so much stuff from people.
Yeah.
Like hate. Yeah. I would be the most bitter employee at Jagex ever. I'd be like, good, let's delay it again. Just to mess with people.
So, right before that, though, actually something I missed. It says with the success of the Summer Summit, they want to run similar events, even bigger and better this year. In fact, they're aiming to have 2 of them, one in the spring and one in the autumn.
Oh.
So I expect to hear more details about upcoming content, as well as some big yet to be seen reveals, all delivered by the teams directly working on these projects. So they're going to be having 2 summer summits, just not in the summer, and they'll be updating us on the entire going-ons of the entire year. So this is going to be split up into 2 different timelines. So that's pretty cool. And they're going to have actual people from the team so they can tell you more about what's going on.
Nice.
But they also have some updates for ideation. For anyone that doesn't know what ideation is,
that's a secret.
Currently, it's already been talked about before. So the ideation essentially is every week or two, the teams take a couple days and use those days solely to go and try to come up with new ideas for the game.
Oh, that's nice.
So they have dedicated time for this, but there's a ton of writing here. It does say that over the past 2 years, many projects released into the game did come from the ideation backlog. For anyone interested, the more notable ones is going to be Leagues 1, Nightmare, Darkmire, The Sepulchre, Costume Room Reworks, Getting Ahead, Soul Wars, Zarket Rax Challenge, Shooting Stars, Below Ice Mountain, Theater of Blood Hard Mode, Fasani, Halloween 2021, as well as the next Land of Goblins, Guardians of Gilner, and the Tomb of Mascot all came from the ideation process.
So nearly everything.
Yeah, so pretty much all the good stuff except for, I guess, Temporos.
I know, Temporos is the only one.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is just stuff that they randomly pitch. If it ends up being a good idea, they run with it, and that's the entire point of this process.
Oh my gosh, I bet that there's so many good ideas that they decided against.
Yeah, 100%.
I wish I could be in that room.
Some current pitches that they are going over, and this is some stuff. So these are the 4 pitches that they're looking at in this section, and Mod Oasis has a deep dive into the 5th pitch later. But some stuff is going to be, for example, these are all ideas, so they may or may not come to the game ever. But the first one is going to be Fairy Tales Part 3.
This better come to the game.
Yeah, so
as soon as I read this, I wish you all could have seen my face. I just kept looking at Robert and looking at the screen and
yeah. So it's pretty cool. In this quest, you're going to go through and finish off Fairy Godfather once and for all. So
I know, he's still there.
It's going to be a master level quest, and it's going to give you a decent amount of XP quest points, as well as unlocking new fairy rings and new secutors.
That's huge.
So that's pretty cool. The next one is going to be called Guild of Shadows.
This sounds amazing.
So back in 2018, there was a joke, like an April Fool's. Like an April Fool's literal joke.
April Fools.
And so this is them going and talking about there was a mini game that would include tactical nukes and stuff like that. But it says that they actually thought that they designed something kind of cool with the basis in mind.
Okay.
So there's going to be a thieving guild, essentially, called Guild of Shadows. And so you'll be fulfilling thieving-based contracts that you can trade in for money and experience.
Yo. I like this. Wait, this is low-key what I want my Dungeons & Dragons character to be doing.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. The next thing is called Tourist Attraction. This is going to be another quest that is going to unlock something next to the backstory in Falls that is going to be rock climbing, essentially. So this is going to be a mini activity that will get up your agility and your strength experience at the same time. And it's going to be based around energy, so you have to take the correct routes or you'll run out of energy and fall and start over again. So it's a new little mini game.
That's kind of cute.
And also there's a new proposed boss. This is a skilling boss. So there's only going to be 1 to 3 players, and you're going to essentially have to stop this giant turtle or tortoise.
No, we're keeping it. This giant turtle. Do you want me to read? Okay, so Sulfus is a tortoise skilling boss designed for 1 to 3 players. You can't be trusted anymore.
No, you're done. You're done.
Okay, fine. Continue that. What will the turtle fight be? I'm not cutting this out, so you can keep laughing. It's fine.
All right, so the
turtle fight.
Shut up. All right, so the final skilling boss that they're talking about bringing in is called Sulfus. He's a tortoise boss, and he's designed for 1 to 3 players, and you have to fight this boss. He's in 2 phases, where it actually has a bunch of skills involved in it. So the preparation phase is going to have you using hunter and wood cutting to gather supplies, and once you have what you need, you can actually begin the fight, where you're going to use farming and construction to build the traps.
Whoa.
So you have to lure the boss into these traps, take them down without actually being defeated by them. So this is going to include new ranged ammo, new farming equipment, and of course a new pet.
Turtle pet just dropped.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yo, that sounds really, really fun.
Yeah, so all of these ideas sound really good, and they go through and have a pretty long talk about how they are trying to fully revamp the ideation process because 2 days wasn't enough for the majority of the team.
Yeah.
So they're changing it so that every 3 months they're going to have an entire ideation week
Wait, that
for
doesn't
the
even,
entire team.
That's like less time. Every month having 2 days.
Yeah, so overall it's less time, but it's in a bigger block.
Oh, so they could be like thinking through their thoughts more.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not even better.
What they're going to do is they're going to have 1 week every 3 weeks so that
every 3 months.
Every 3 months so that they are going to not have any updates during those weeks or anything besides like the most critical meetings and stuff like that. So they're going to try and give the team as much focus as they need to get all these ideation things done for an entire week.
Cool.
So hopefully we'll have some really cool stuff that'll come from that. So the 5th ideation thing is a pitch called Twisted Beginnings.
Wait,
And
is this an ideation thing?
yeah, this is an ideation thing.
Oh.
So this is the thing that Mod Oasis is going more in depth on. So
Oh,
this is
I was like, why is this separate from the rest?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the 5th and final ideation that they wanted to talk about. It says last year they released the quest Getting Ahead, a short one-off story based in Corinne that we referred to as a Twisted Tale.
That was actually a nice one.
Yeah. So I think this is called a Heated Showdown, but this is Twisted Beginnings. So it says our original goal for this ideation was to design and create a number of tales to help fill out Corinne and Kebos with more stories, characters, and points of interest that players would recognize and remember.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. There's
these areas are huge, and I feel like there's so much that I don't even know about them.
Yeah, it's definitely, Corinne is a huge area.
Oh yeah.
So they have an entire Twisted Tales story idea board, and there's 12 different story ideas here that maybe they'll be going through and actually doing, but there's just a lot of early concepts talking about them.
Cool.
So it's saying that 2 of the quest ideas came from outside of old school. It says the first comes from the beginning of Dark Chronicle and was a traveling animal show where the players need to run around Corinne, trapping the animals and returning them to their shipwrecked traveling zoo. So they get these ideas from everywhere, and even movies like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So that's where this actual theme comes from. And so they decided what better place to have an ideation like this than in like the dusty, sandy area. So it says they want to make a Western themed quest. So they're going to, with the release of Tomb of Mascot next year, they decided it'd be the best move to move the quest over to the desert. So it's a great chance to show some love for the content drought-ridden area.
And get some new fashionscape with those cowboy boots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know there's going to be cowboy boots.
Yeah, so they go through and they're talking about all of the ideation process. That's about awesome. Fighting all of these different bandits using crossbows.
Awesome.
Yeah, just like a Western movie and stuff like that.
That's going to be so fun if that's a thing.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They talk about their entire thought process for ideation. So it's a pretty cool peek into what their process is for making new quests or new content. So if you're interested in that, you can go read through it. It's pretty in-depth, and it's why I'm kind of skipping over it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the last thing that they had to update us on. So that is pretty cool. They have some stuff, post bag from the hedge. I'm not going to be reading these because I never read these. These are just stuff that people from the community posted. Some of them are funny, so you should take a look if you're interested in that.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the podcast is definitely long enough for this week.
We still have questions.
We do still have questions, so I didn't want to make it too long. But
we still have to go to Disneyland after this.
We do have to go to Disneyland after this.
Busy day. We're recording this on Thursday, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. But so that's going to be about it. Overall, I think this Gilner Gazette is the best one of the year for 100%. Obvious reasons.
I mean, there's only been 3 this year.
But they did say that there is going to be more updates for all the stuff they talked about before the end of the year. So make sure to keep an eye out for more like blogs and stuff like that, more posts updating us on all this. But either way, I think this is a great start. even if the stuff isn't exactly what I wanted, I'm just glad they're still communicating with the community.
Yeah, I'm really excited about all of them.
Yeah.
I hope that all these things happen. Like, you can't just tell us now and then not do it.
No, I feel like it's highly likely only one of these things actually gets done.
Wait, what?
Yeah, unfortunate.
That sucks.
I
I want all of them.
I'd like to see all of them, but if I'm being realistic,
Why
I
do you
feel
think
like
not all
maybe
of them would?
because these are all ideations. I feel like there's probably like dozens of stuff that like gets pitched that just doesn't happen.
Well, this sucks. I wish you didn't tell me about it.
Oh, okay. But either way, that's going to be about it for the updates this week. But we can jump right into the questions because we do have
Perfect.
quite a few of them.
Yes. Okay, so our first question is going to be from Matt on Instagram.
Shout out, Matt.
Shout out, Matt. He asked, what is your favorite guild? And he said, mine is a weird pick, but it'd be the cooking guild because of memories. I remember the first time I put my chef hat after getting 32 cooking and feeling like Wolfgang Puck as I explored the pretty lame but the time stupendous guild.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I like that answer. It also makes me feel like nostalgic whenever I'm there. So, shall I answer first or you?
No, yeah, go ahead.
My favorite, I have two favorites, of course I do, is going to be Myths Guild for sure is one of them because I love all the stuff that you can do there. You can do cooking, you can pray there, you have the dungeon to go kill some dragons if you want. Like, it just has a lot of stuff. And if I remember correctly, I think that there's a dog there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. And aesthetically, my favorite 100% is the Farming Guild.
Okay.
It's like a garden oasis. Come on.
Yeah.
Definitely. The prettiest.
Yeah, that's definitely not bad answers.
How about you?
I had like initially my initial thought was gonna say Farming Guild because I also like the way it looks. I like that there's a boss there as well.
Oh, there is a boss
And there's
there.
like 2 levels, so I feel like I unlock the first part and then I get better and unlock the second part, which has like a bank and stuff, which is pretty cool. But overall, I'd have to say, funny enough, the Woodcutting Guild. I really like the Woodcutting Guild. I think it's like really chill. And one of my favorite parts, I like being next to all like the magic trees and the like giant redwoods.
Yeah, I gotta say, aesthetically, it's also very pretty there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty chill. Also, there's like the the giant bird for all the bird's nest eggs, which is just like kind of weird and funny.
There's a giant bird?
Yeah, that's where you turn in the eggs.
But where's the
From-
bird?
It's actually not a bird. It's just like a bird's nest, I guess.
Oh, I thought there's a giant bird. I was like, how have I not seen this?
No, but I mean, a giant bird must have made that nest, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I guess so. It's
Yeah.
actually a bird god. We pray to it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Either I just really like how chill it is there. So
It's nice there.
that's why I would probably choose that one.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, but we can move on to the next question.
Yeah, the next one is from Tactical Butter on Discord. And I'm so sorry because
This one was many days late.
yeah, they asked us, I think, before we recorded last week's episode.
Yeah.
Or like right as we were, and we didn't see it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So they asked, you spoke about the mods feeling like Quest Helper was providing a larger impact than they liked. Of course, following up with they will probably do nothing soon.
Yeah.
My question being, would you say that at least for someone like myself who only has a main, should definitely crack down on getting the quest done while I can, or just continue procrastinate as I inevitably will?
That's a pretty good question. I
I
would
already know what I think.
honestly say if this is your main and you're a casual player, I would not use Quest Helper to begin with, and I would not prioritize all of the quests.
Really? I would say the opposite. I'd say get them all done now while you can.
Well, it doesn't seem like they particularly enjoy doing the quests, or I
I
feel
guess if
like
they are
they
procrastinating
would
it.
have done them.
Yeah.
So if it's not something you want to do, I don't think it provides a huge benefit, except for a couple of the quests.
Well, yeah, at the same time, you don't need Quest Helper. You can use Wiki. You can use guides on YouTube. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot more stuff. So if Quest Helper does get taken away, it won't be like, oh no, you're kind of stuck not
Yeah,
knowing what to
no,
do.
You'll just go back. If you really wanted to complete the quest, you would just go back to how we used to do it, like maybe a few months ago, which
Mhm.
was just using videos or like Slayer music guides, something
Yeah.
like that. So it's not a big deal if they do take it away. I honestly think because I don't feel bad using it because I've already done all the quests. I already have the cape on my main, and I
Mhm.
did that the like more quote unquote legit way. And this time around on my GIM, I'm using the quest helper, but I do think it helps you too much. I do think it makes it too easy.
Yeah,
for you.
whenever I was trying to do it, before I decided I wanted to focus on the lore of my GIM, I was like, oh, okay. I feel like I know nothing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Which some people like. Some people don't like questing.
If you really hate questing,
then it's perfect for you.
Then I guess it would be a decent choice. I would still honestly rather see someone like struggle through the quest so they understand what's going on than skip right through it using the add-on, because the add-on really just plays the game for you in every way except for clicking your mouse.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people who truly do not want to do it.
Yeah, so I
then
mean,
it works for you.
If it actively makes you not want to play the game, then I guess just use the add-on.
Quest helper and maybe just get them out of the way now, because you will be miserable later.
Yeah, but if there's like, you only hate them because you've never actually read through any of them and experienced them, and this is your first and probably only time going through them, then I would choose any other option.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's just what I would do.
The next question is from Claude Barrick, who asked, what's the longest period of time any of you have played RuneScape straight? I stayed on for 5 6-hour session logs one time, which is 30 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Not 30 hours.
Yeah, definitely not 30 hours.
If I had to guess, I would say 10 to 11 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten the automatically logged out twice, but I think I have gotten logged out and then gotten the you should take a break soon notification.
Yeah, I am almost similar, except I think I have gotten very close to the second logout.
Yeah, but not quite.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah, we've never been logged out twice, so you're wild for being logged out 4 times.
Also, whenever I don't know if I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure just hopping worlds changes your logout timer.
It does.
So whenever it gets close, usually I'll just hop worlds anyways. Yeah. So I actually don't get the logout timer too often unless I'm like AFKing, like on my main at Vires, I'll get it usually.
I think the time that I got it is whenever I was really into Barbarian Assault.
Yeah.
So I wasn't hopping world. I was just going from game to game to game.
Yeah, I've gotten it a few times, mostly just doing AFK stuff. I very rarely will hit like the 6 hour just like playing the game unless I'm just doing like banging out a bunch of quests in a row or something like that.
Yeah. I think the last time I got it is whenever I was AFKing Blood Runes kind of recently. Because I was just doing it all day while I was doing other stuff. Like every few minutes being like, oh yeah, I'm doing Blood Runes.
Yeah. Yeah, usually, I don't know. Usually I don't hit the 6 hour unless I'm AFKing something. And usually I don't even play the game unless I have like a decent amount of time or like am distraction free so that I can play both of my accounts. If I can just play one, usually I won't play.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why like unless I am playing both of them, which usually entails me AFKing to a decent extent, I probably won't play them. In that case, I usually only play it for like 4 to 5 hours. I usually won't hit the 6.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
respect.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of how it is. All right, so moving on to our third and final question.
It's actually our fourth question.
Our fourth and final question.
I think fourth.
Our final question.
Our final question. This one is coming from Ninja Knight on the stream. Shout out Ninja. They're the ones who kept stealing my Hill Giant kill yesterday.
Reported for griefing.
Yes. Yeah, I have already emailed out Jagex, don't worry. But they asked what our favorite animation in the game is.
Okay.
And they don't know their favorite, but they said that the crush animation for the Dragon Hunter Lance is pretty hilarious. And try as we might, we could not find an animation or like a GIF of what this looks like. Like no videos of it. Even the wiki page for some reason doesn't have the crush one.
Yeah, it has a stab, but not crush.
Yeah, and neither of us owns it. So we don't know what it looks like. But I mean, in our heads at least, imagining that massive lance pounding down looks kind of dumb.
Yeah, I've seen it before when I have used it. I used it to
really?
I used it to kill 1,000 of the wyverns.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And I used it on crush.
Used it on crush for that?
Yeah, because it's better.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite animation?
I don't know. She kind of just sprung this on me, so I haven't thought about it for too long. But initially,
he asked this to both of us. You saw this.
No, I didn't. Either way, my first thought would be the Phosani magic attack, or actually, it's between the Phosani melee attack and the magic attack. I think they both look really menacing and cool, which is kind of what they're supposed to look like. And besides that, honestly, I think the death animation looks really funny.
The death animation's hilarious.
I've always thought the
actually.
death animation
You're
was
like,
funny because
"Ah!"
you fold perfectly in thirds onto your legs and then onto your calves, and you just like crumple into like the perfect smallest square.
Aw, it's kind of cute in a sad way.
Yeah, so I think that looks really funny. But besides that, I think the coolest in the game for sure is Fosani's, mostly probably because it's a newer boss, so it has like all the newest like stuff going on in the fight. So I think it looks really cool.
I hate that you answered that because my answer that I already decided was going to be the regular nightmare whenever she does her ranged attack because she looks so creepy.
Yeah.
Both of us answered like Loki the same thing.
Yeah.
Between us, we have the magic range and melee.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, you can't really
It's really
compare
good.
old bosses to new bosses because, and also depends on the boss because if you look at something like Vorkath, like he just like spits
doesn't
up
really do
and then
anything.
he just like points his head into the air and then a fireball
his
comes
body's
out.
not moving, so.
Yeah, so there's like not
And
a
then,
lot.
and
then
the
if you look
nightmare
at
just like is genuinely scary.
if you look at like similar looking bosses, like if you look at the DKs, for example,
Uh-huh.
they're so old, their ranged attack is like them just like squeezing their body and then like a spear comes out of their head. So it's like that or this giant skeleton lady crackling and cackling and
the
then
noises make it even more creepy.
yeah, and then like blood slashes go across your screen.
I was so surprised that you like that because I like scary stuff, obviously. Like I have
Well, the games doesn't scare me.
Yeah, I have like my scary podcast. So I was like, I thought you wouldn't like that.
Yeah, so
It actually creeped me out a lot.
I think that
in a
looks
good
pretty
way.
cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so
I like that we have similar answers. That's kind of funny. We did not plan this.
yeah, I'd probably go with that. I mean, other bosses that are newer, like Temporos and stuff like that, they do
They
look
don't
good,
have
but they don't
animations,
have
though.
like attack animations and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They just have like Temporos like goes underwater. It's cool, but it's like
The nightmares are the coolest.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's it for our questions. What are you gonna be working on this week?
So for this week, I'm gonna be trying to get my hunter, my crafting, and my combat a lot higher. So I hope by this time next week, I'll either be close to, if not have, the Dragon Defender.
Whoa! I was also thinking we should make a video on getting the dragon, how to get the dragon defender.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe you could do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be an entire day grind. I think last time I did it took me 6 hours.
Oof. Maybe you'll get autologged.
Yeah, maybe.
I think my only goal is to get 1,000 total.
Okay.
I want to just be able to go to the skill worlds.
Well,
I don't even know if it's 1,000. It's 1250, huh?
Yeah, I was
Dang
like,
it.
you can't go at 1,000.
Well, I'll say 1,000 because it's an
The
even
only
number.
other skill world is 750, but
it's
that's
free
for
to
free
play.
to play.
So I'm gonna be trying to get to 1,000 just cause for no reason now.
Okay. Well, I
But
mean,
now my goal sucks.
you're pretty close, so I mean, that's pretty good, pretty easy goal.
I hope so. I mean, I get easily distracted by quests, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm not totally sure. We'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, I don't know if it'll be this time around because I am focusing on melee combat, but if possible, I'd really want to knock out Underground Pass, get my Ivan staff, and then get some KC at Barrows.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but I need some prayer pots, so I need to get up herbalism, so a lot to do.
Yeah, a lot to do. Oh, one more thing I want to do is also get another graceful piece, which I think I
Oh.
should be able to do. I think I have like 40 marks right now.
Yeah, I want to do that soon, but it takes so long, I'm kind of putting it off.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, that's about it for our episode. If any of you want to check out my stream, I'm streaming, like I said, most nights. I usually take Thursday and Saturday off, but our Twitch is twitch.tv/Bunebape. You can follow our Instagram, which is Bunebape. Our YouTube channel is just Bunebape. Our Twitter is Bunebapeosrs. I'm trying to actually tweet more. It's weird. I'm not used to it. But yeah, follow us everywhere. Talk to us. Ask us questions if you want to be, if you want like a shout out in the podcast.
Yeah, feel free to give us any suggestions, any questions. Just like I said, on any of our social medias,
Anywhere.
in the comment section. Who cares? On Twitch,
Yeah,
doesn't
just
matter.
specify I have a question for the podcast.
Yeah,
And we got you.
we will put it in. So
Yeah.
thanks for listening. Thanks for giving us your time. Hopefully you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we will talk to you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Memer.